Hey guys, good morning. You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and guess what? The white peacocks are here and Lily is feeding them. So I just wanted to go live for a little bit. Throw the bread down below so they come onto the bottom part.
Down below.
Yeah, and then this guy will come up. So no tripod or anything, just wanted to show you the birds. Say hi. There's the beautiful peacocks this morning. Say hi. Who's here? Thomas said hi. He said hi last time. Say hello to Thomas.
Hi.
Say hi, Thomas.
I said hi.
Say it louder.
Hi.
No, look at Thomas and say hi. Oh, yeah, we love the peacocks. So I've cleaned the window so that next time they come we could see them better. But now they're all far away. Anyway, who else is here? Thanks, guys, for joining Alex's live stream. Hey, Lily, next time if you don't throw it on the roof and you only throw it below, they'll come get the stuff from below. Now they're just up there, they're like, oh, we had a snack. So I guess now they just get to talk to me. I'm not even on a tripod. Not even washed my face yet. Let's have the peacocks behind me. Can you see that? Okay, so do you guys want to see, do you guys want to go live for a little bit? If you do, then I can go in bed and set up the tripod and we could read some myths or we could do some hoodoo in bed or... I've got 7 folks here, so... Hey, Cherry Chopstick, you're here! Oh, let me show you those 2 hoodoo books. I just sent you a message in regards to... I really do look terrible right now, you guys. I just sent you a message about covering up your head in the graveyard. Cherry Chopstick had some questions about that. I still want you to connect with me on Skype, though. You got it, thanks. You don't need help anymore, Cherry Chopstick. So these are the 2 books that I use and that, like, scream, cover your head in the graveyard, and they talk about why. Now, this doesn't mean just put a bandana over the top of your head. No, no, no. You cover your whole entire head, you know. And I put the bandana down to here just so that my third eye is also kind of covered. Okay, right, you got my message. Okay, so these are the 2 books that talk about it the most. And then the people in hoodoo, like, that I respect the most, they both say it. So let me get you guys on a tripod. And hi, everybody. Hi, CCQ. And then we can sit and do some in-bed stuff. Now, I've fully read this book on my channel, so I won't be reading out of that. But if we read some hoodoo in bed, we can read out of the Appalachian Mountain Magic. We can read out of the one that's all about candles. We could read out of... Well, I read the full book of Hoodoo by Monique, so we can't read out of that one. But we've got some options. You never noticed my mallard? Oh, yes. I purchased him for only $40, but he had a split neck. So I put a ribbon on his neck. But he's gorgeous, yes. That's my mallard. Probably my favorite bird that I have, besides my golden pheasant. You don't remember seeing a mallard either? Really? You know, we could take a tour around the house and show the taxidermy if you guys don't mind my messy house. We sure could do that. I gotta find my smoking device. Where is it? Oh. It's so early. No, I just popped into Alex's live just like on a whim, right? And I was like, hi, husband. You know, there to just be a part of his live stream. And he goes, okay, Jen's gonna go on now. And I'm like, I am? But as you can see, I'm here for you guys. You know, I don't really give a squat if I look perfect or not. I mean, I do a little bit, but... Taxidermy tour! Okay. You bet. Let me get my shish together for the taxidermy tour. I don't even have my rings on yet. See? Find my smoker. What's this day come to? So we'll do the taxidermy in the room last. I don't think we have taxidermy in the bathroom. Let's check. This is kind of what we keep in the bathroom. Jesus above the toilet. It's a joke so that if you're standing up to pee, you have to face Jesus. I think it's hilarious. I put it there. We've got this that Lilly made for Alex for Christmas. It's really awesome. And this isn't taxidermy, but it's kind of a mannequin. I put my jewelries on here that I wear a lot of the time. I don't think there's any more taxidermy. Coconut shells for my floating bath. I don't have a bath, but yeah. No hallway taxidermy, just some giant paintings and Salvador Dali. Abraham Lincoln, Salvador Dali. Gala. Okay, down at the end of the hallway. It looks better when the door's shut. Here. Looking for my smoking device. Okay, so I used to have a big old rack up there, but I am taking it down to work on the transgen deer. And now I have my favorite rack. It's also really small and it's red velvet on the top. And it is my Aberdeen rack that I got at a garage sale 3 blocks down the road from where Kurt Cobain grew up. So I was in Aberdeen on the way to my brother's house out near the ocean. And I found those for like, I think I paid $7 for them, hon. But they are going to be perfect. Someday I'm going to make them into a crown for myself. And it is going to be the most perfect crown ever. See how they're nice and small. And tangerine, I have fake ones that I could sell you if you want. Or I could, while you're in Canada. So I think they'd make it over the border. But they're from the craft store and they're big white fake horns. Because I know you didn't want real ones. Okay, so then I've got my self-love candles here. And you can light these candles and practice self-love in the mirror. I like to do that. Down below, just another mannequin. Just another mannequin. This is the female form, and usually keep my purse there and my old makeup box. Makeups. Okay, so but taxidermy. Let's see, what have we got in Lily's room? I was just talking about this. Okay, so there's all my bunches of mannequin busts. We've got loads of them to cover with decoupage and stuff like that. And then over here, I was just talking about this on a different live stream, on my husband's live stream, because I can't remember who was talking about. Was it Jezebel? Somebody was talking about using coffee to do colorings on, like, to make paper look old or something like that. But I use coffee like espresso, and then I make it really dark and I pour it down so it looks like old drippy gross dried blood, and then I mix a little bit of beet juice to get a little bit of red color in there, but it looks to me like old red dried blood when you put a little bit of beet juice in there. So yeah, natural dyes make something cool, and then on top of it I paint whatever the person wants. So like, but I do silhouette painting. So for instance, this might be a silhouette of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre running with the farmhouse in the background, you know. Or it might be a silhouette, which is just a black, you know, thick line of any of your favorite things. Really, the world's open on that. And then here's one that's done sideways. And again, this is that red. The espresso is the brown. And then when we get into the reds, I either use a prickly pear juice, a beet juice, or the red dragon fruit. And I believe that these are the red dragon fruit. So that's how you kind of get it to look yucky. But yeah, they're one way. So you could do like a long way scene on this one. I know that's not taxidermy, but just showing you a bit of my art that I've got around and how and what I use to get what I want. Okay, so taxidermy. this room. This is like the equestrian room, really, because it's Lily's room. Whenever... hold on. Whenever I keep taxidermy in here, she generally is not a fan of it. But there's loads of, like, horse stuff. Horse stuff everywhere. All her vintage briars that Mom got her because she couldn't just have regular briars. She had to get old vintage briars. Thank you, eBay. We're definitely going to be playing on Dollhouse Madness, right? On the Magical Tea Party, right? Right? Where's the camera? Yeah. Okay. Oh, and you guys, for the people that are watching Alex's goat cast, this is Maggie, our goat that passed away. The other girl's sister. That's Maggie. She's so cute. Dangerous Eyes, hi. Hi, Tar Apple. Hi, Cherry. Hi, everybody. So, oh, and I found my glasses. Do I look like a nerd? Okay, so let's continue to go along. So yeah, this girl collects horses, but she does let me keep my main, La Santísima Santa Muerte altar up here. So I've got quite a few things I keep up there. Apples, water, beer, you know. My monkey puzzle tree thing I gave to her for an offering. This was a carnation. And I put her flower offerings in this big deer horn rack. And the flowers are just kind of held up on the rack like that. I think that's cool. So there's some taxidermy. I think that's it for the taxidermy in here. Yeah. Hi, Jamikai. Jen, you have to say shush. You're in the library now. Shh. You're in the library now. Okay, so here's one. And we've done some airbrush eye makeup on this one, as you can see. Just playing around with these transgender. I want to get, I already have mink eyelashes that I'm going to glue onto this. Now deer have really big eyelashes, but they're actually kind of on the top and on the bottom. They're just thin. They're long, but they're thin. So I'm going to get, you know, real sets that are real mink to put on these guys. And now we're up here where we have this piece of mixed media taxidermy. This is a bunny and a dove. A bunny rabbit and a dove. I really have no idea if you can see it. I'm trying to get all the angles of it. Yeah? Cool. And then next to it, it's probably pretty dusty. We've got a teeny tiny hamster that Alex got me from Bulgaria. Oh, the camera's gonna fall. Oh, the camera's gonna fall. Hammy! Yeah, did you guys see the little hamster? Let me fix the camera. There's the hammy. And then up here is that beautiful golden pheasant. And look how long the tail is. So red down there on the bust, on the chest. Were you guys able to see those? Because I couldn't really see. Did you guys see the golden pheasant? Okay. So then below that, I'll just kind of take a step back and show you the wall. So here's the flippin' nuts wall, you know, of my flippin' nuts house. And right now it's not hearth season, so the fireplace doesn't get lit. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to put in that giant frame. I'm going to hang it on the wall and then perhaps put bones or skulls directly on the wall, but have the frame around it. And so below the shelf I just showed you, the mannequin with the pink swimsuit. Okay, so Delilah is her name, and she's got a pretty interesting story. Found her at a yard sale with an ex-girlfriend, and I had $6 in my pocket, and I was like, "Lady, do you have $100?" Because she was $100. She goes, "I have $90," and I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go offer this lady $96 cash because that's all we've got." She wouldn't take it. She said she had to have the full 100, but I was like, "Here's $96 in cash. We'll bring you the last 4," and then we didn't, which was a shame. But it was like, really, $4? But anyway, so I had to take her. We had to walk her home because we didn't have a car at the yard sale, and it was insane. She like didn't even fit in the tiny car that we had. So one of us had to walk her, and one of us had to drive right beside the other one, for like, I want to say 8 or 10 blocks. It was a really long way. So that's the story of Delilah. Okay, and then also she's appeared in dreams Lily has had. Lily, do you want to talk about your Delilah dreams? It. Oh, okay, that's fine. Do you want to tell the parts you do remember, just because we're talking about Delilah?
Let's see. Oh yeah, she was off her little stand.
So Delilah stands on this type of a stand here, where she's grounded to this. See? Okay. So now go ahead, honey.
Oh yeah, so there was just the stand and nothing else.
So Lily comes out of her room in her dream, and she looks to see where Delilah was, and there's just the stand and nothing else.
Yeah, and then I kind of forgot. That's mostly what I remember. And then it skipped to like I was sleeping, and then she was standing over my bed or something. And I was like, "Where's Mom?" And she's like, "I am your mom." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's terrifying. So Lily, in her dream, comes up to get up for a drink of water, gets the drink of water, notices on her way back to bed that Delilah's not on her stand. It's a dream, so maybe that's normal. Goes back to bed, falls back asleep, tap, tap, tap. There's Delilah standing over her. "Where's Mom?" "I am your mom." Ah! Poor Lily. And that's why when she comes before the weekend, I've got to thoroughly clean out her room because I use it for my studio, you know, between my room and this, like, doing Etsy orders, doing other stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because I think it's quite interesting, like, how child's... My friend Heather said Coraline.
No.
Now, come here and tell them why you don't like the movie Coraline. And
you forced me to watch it.
No, I didn't.
We watched it.
Lily was about 5.
5, yeah. And it scarred me for life.
Why?
I don't know. It's just scary.
What parts didn't you like?
Every part.
Why? Just say what parts made you go, "Bleh."
All of them.
1 or 2 in particular.
The dogs, the little terriers, the black, I don't know. The fat guy who ran the circus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's so weird and like, why did you not like him?
I don't know. Oh, I didn't like the little boy either.
Which one?
Coraline's friend.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. But she had
Oh,
many...
yeah, they were stuffed. That's probably why.
Like dolls?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So Lily's not a fan of having dolls or mannequins. She's okay with taxidermy, but like the dolls and mannequins, she's like, "Could you please just..." So back to Delilah. Ever since I got her, I've always spoken to her like she was a person. I say good morning. I know she likes to look out the window because if she's facing not out the window, when I walk into the room, the vibes are just sad and uncomfortable. As soon as I flip her to look out the window, it's better. these are things that are kind of in the category of clairsentience, I suppose. I'm looking into my clairs and trying to defy which one are which, and that ringing in my ears is falling under that clairsentience, where I used to think it was clairaudience. So I'm really trying to get a good definition of my clairs, but Delilah was one of my first connections to something that I could feel like that, or get some kind of ringing in my ears as a reply back. Hi, Jackie! Jackie, did you get your lamp yet? I just wanted to know if it made its way there, and how safe it is and everything like that. So, Delilah, I want to get some close-ups of her just because she's magnificent. And I want to say something else about her. Do you see her eyelashes are blonde? They're still there. They're so cool. She's gorgeous. For how old she is, and she's not been restored, I don't know how to explain it. She and I have a relationship of its own. She's a friend to me. The year I had to have her in storage, the whole time I could feel how unhappy she was. Like I say, she really likes to look out the window. And also, not Tangerine. Tess and Brenda, and I can't remember who finally helped me figure out what the hell she is. I've only seen her in one place ever, and it was in a miniature size, about the size of your upper arm. And that was in the show Friends. In the show Friends, where Rachel is working at Bloomingdale's in season 3 or 4, and Chandler is dating her boss Joanna. In the office, in Rachel and Sophie's office, outside of Joanna's office, there are 2 or 3 of these in teeny tiny statues. I wrote the writers of Friends, Mark Kaufman, David Crane, Bright, the whole section. I wrote so many letters after I saw that. Emails, letters, everything. No response. Finally, I found out from a friend. She's from this department store. I forget the name. I could tell it to you guys through Skype message if you're really curious. Circa 1960 to 1970, but generally 1960s. Does anyone want to guess how much she's worth? And remember, I only was able to... Oh, and during the research, I couldn't even find a large size one. During the research, I could not find a full-size large one. And on eBay, you can go back to old auctions and look through the old auctions. Couldn't find anything. So I'm going to tell you the price and let you guys guess for the small size. And the small size is in a turquoise suit. I found nothing like this. So she's never, ever, ever going to leave me, obviously. And even if someday she becomes my way out of, into a beautiful retirement, it's not going to happen. So I got some guesses here, 2,400, 5,700. I would like to say what she's made out of. It's like she was like a ceramic pour, and she's not hollow, that I can tell. I suppose she could be hollow. Yeah, she does feel a bit hollow, but I know that it's pretty thick. And basically what I'm saying is she's not plastic. She's some sort of pour, like molded pour. Any more guesses, guys? 1,500, 5,700? Fiberglass. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's no markings on her anywhere. No markings anywhere. I looked that thing up and down 3,000 times. But I can tell you that she doesn't need much restoration, and I'm not going to be restoring her at all. Okay, so for the small ones that were about the size of, a little bit shorter than your upper arm, and again, I couldn't even find a big one, and if you guys can find a big one, please let me know, because I just want to know. She wants to know about herself. It's like looking up your ancestry, So, $6,600 for the small one in the blue and green suit. is what they last sold for. That's what they actually ended up, the bidding stopped at $6,600 for the small one. So obviously, I've known this whole time that she was special, and the fact that you can't like even do the research to figure out to find it. But I guess a department store for a year or two, and it wasn't Woolworth, and it wasn't, but it's something like Woolworth or something like that. You're gonna say 90 grand. She very well could be worth that, Heather, and that's what I'm trying to say is like, it's just nuts to think about. But I'm just so glad that I've got her. And I definitely like the pink suit over the blue suit any day. I know I'm more of a fan of blue, but I just think that really fits her. She's got that beautiful turquoise eyeshadow on too. It's so vibrant. And her hair is just big and magnificent, and I love that it's part of the plaster. So she's, taller than me. And so we were talking taxidermy, but I guess it's just kind of a... Whisper says 3, hi! Oh, right, I found her, I told all about it, but I found her at a yard sale for $100. And we don't know how much she is, but I found a replica of this in a different color suit, and it's only about 2.5 feet tall, and that one was $6,600, and I can't find a full-size one anywhere. But she's never going to be leaving me or my house. But I just wanted to show everybody one of my unique things, because we're going through the house and showing taxidermy and mannequins and such. Right, Lily? So then down here we've got this figure, which I use a lot to display jewelry on and stuff for my Etsy shop. She's just cool. At some point I was going to decoupage her, but I like this one too much to decoupage. So it's probably vintage, but I mean, has the ability to stay on a stand, etc., etc., etc. I just like having her around. It's a nice piece to have around. You can move it kind of anywhere, use it to hold open the door, display jewelry, talk to it as a friend. Who knows? It's you. You do what you want. I bought 2 like that. Why do we like those? Why do we like them? I don't know. Maybe for lonely people, we feel like there's more people around if we have mannequins. My daughter is not a fan of mannequins, and I don't blame her. She's a child, and she has weird dreams about them because I've got them around in the house, So, sorry, darling. Okay, here we've got Edward, and Edward is just a name that came to me when I got him, and I got to do a piece of conspiracy art with. I'm going to be decoupaging him with basically some of these pictures and pieces of pizza and pieces of brains that are fragmenting, and it's going to be like an MK Ultra art piece representing that, because he is a child mannequin and a boy in particular. And I'm going to put some faces on there like Margaret Thatcher and John Soros and a lot of different people who I believe are huge problems in this world. So, political figures, Yes. And I'm done naming names of political figures, but monarch butterflies, pieces of pizza, and things like that. We can't pretend like these things don't happen. Anyway, this boy's name is Edward. I got him online. The shipping cost almost more than he did, but I got him for $70, and his arms come off, which is cool because, come on, bud. You don't want to? Why not? What is your deal? Okay, well, I guess he's being stubborn and he doesn't want to take his arms off. I'm going to respect that. But they do come off, and sometimes I like to hang them. Okay, later can you do it so that I can show them how the thing goes? So you can hang them from the wall of another room, like around on this side, and then just the arm comes around the corner. It's so cool. Like, you know, if you bolt it to this side and there's an elbow on the mannequin, an arm will come under. Or you could go up to the top and then an arm will be coming out of the ceiling. It looks really cool. Buzz, hi! Hi everyone. We're just doing some house tour and talking about mannequins and taxidermy and stuff. Yeah, so creepy because you're just walking through and you're like, whoa, hand, whoa, where did that come from? And then it didn't come from anywhere. It's even more creepy. It came from the ceiling. Kind of like stairways that go to nowhere that just lead to the ceiling. Thank you, Sarah Winchester. You're so creepy. I still cannot find my smoker and I'm really excited. Lily, have you seen it? Why don't you sit down and tell a story to my friends? Lily? Lily? Are you recording me? I said, why don't we talk to your friends? Hi. Say, hi, Mom wants me to chit chat. Lily's gonna sit and chit chat because you can't see your head, because I'm looking for something really quick. Here, there's your head and there's their comments.
Okay. Oh, how was your day? What should I say? Have I met Bethany? I haven't. Hi. Let's see. What's your favorite type of horse? I like Appaloosas. They're pretty. Yeah, hi. I love dapples. Dapples are pretty, yeah. Oh, she said I love dapples. What's my favorite color? I like red and green and blues. I don't know what to talk about. Let's see. What's your favorite color, everyone? Are you ready for school to be done for the year? Very ready, yes. I still have a few months. What's your zodiac sign? Scorpio. Show us those ribbons behind you.
Belting.
Oh, the ribbons.
Those are belting pole.
Yeah, this is the pole that she made. I'm sorry. Anyway, that fell. But yeah, that's the pole. It has the
Maple.
flowers.
It's our maple.
Yeah, maple. What are you gonna be when I grow up? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's very colorful and pretty. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what to talk about. Let's see. Have you ever danced around the maypole? No. Or, no, I don't remember. I think I walked around it with her when she made it last summer. Let's see. What for lunch? Do I sing? No, I can't sing. Well, actually, in school, I'm in choir. Yeah, I'm in choir. I don't know, I don't really sing for fun, just at school in choir. How am I? I'm good. Thanks for asking. What should I talk about? What sort of books do I read? I don't read any books. I like chapter books. Like the long, big ones. I don't know.
You've been reading that series or whatever.
Oh, The Hunger Games. Yeah, I liked that.
I
That was
lost it. What's everyone's favorite season? I don't know. Did I read Harry Potter? When I was like 8, I think I read some of the first book, but I never finished it. Have you read The Maze? No. I should check that out though. It's very sunny today, so that's fun. Summer, I like summer too. Hey, Singa. If y'all get bored, then you can come back later, but I'm not going to be live until I find one other thing.
Where are some places you'd like to travel to? I don't know. Europe sounds fun. I don't know. The sunshine is nice. Did you already have your writing lesson today? No, I have it at 2 p.m. and it's like 10:30. So, spring and fall. I love fall. What do you think of Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's cool, I
That's
guess.
a good question.
Yeah, he's cool.
And I was like, what the heck are you talking about? What the heck are you talking about? Isn't that a Justin Bieber song?
I don't know.
This face is always in my mind. I don't know. I do think it's cool he got his fame on YouTube, though.
Yeah.
Where is my viewer?
What's everyone's favorite animal? That's a question. Favorite YouTubers? I don't really watch YouTube too much.
She watches my channel
Well, yeah.
and Alex's channel.
So, she's probably my favorite channel then.
What
What's your
about
favorite?
Jack Farms?
He's great. What's your favorite movie? Probably The Hunger Games too. That was good. I've only read.
We'll watch that together.
Oh, I don't know. I've only read 2 of the books, but I watched all the movies.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you think of them?
They were great. I don't know. Your mom's channel is my favorite. That's great. Haven't seen all of them. You should. They're really good.
Who?
Huh?
The movies?
Yeah, Heather. Yeah.
They're good. Oh, Heather's awesome. Oh, Heather! I can't find her.
Let's see. What's your favorite type of flower, everyone? Haven't seen all the movies, but I've read all the books. Yeah. Do you like art? I like it. I'm not too good at it, but I like it. Oh, you can see the chinchillas in the back. I love tulips. Tulips are pretty. My coffee cup was hiding from me. Oh. Yeah, I like lilies. Because Lilly. I like bluebells. I don't know what those are. All artists tell people they're not good at art. Yeah. Chinchilla. He's back there. Steve's sleeping. Let's see. What's his name? Lily, you don't have to be good at art, you just have to do. Thank you. What's his name? The chinchillas on the top is Steve's and on the bottom is Beats. Yeah, they're very, very energetic and fun. What's your favorite arts and crafts to do? I like to paint. Yeah, just I don't know. Painting's fun. Cute. Are chinchillas nocturnal? Yeah, they are. What's your favorite dog breed? Probably I like the bigger dogs, like golden retrievers and everything. What instrument do you play? I don't know who you're talking to. If you're talking to me, I'm not in band. But labs for me. I have a 150-pound mastiff. Wow. Irish Wolfhound is my favorite dog, Lily. Those are cute. They're big. What should I ask? Let's see. What's everyone's favorite fruit? That's a good question. For me, I like strawberries. They're very juicy. Sorry. Oh, band orchestra shirt. Yeah, that was from last year. I was in orchestra, and I did violin, but this year I'm in choir. My favorite dogs are pugs. Aww. I also have a chocolate lab blue heeler mix. Ooh. What's your favorite part about goat walks? Probably going to the park and swinging, because the goats like to stand by me as I swing, so that's always fun.
You want to read about strawberry?
Sure. What's your favorite? Do you like snakes? Snakes are cool. They're
Tell
pretty.
them about how we had one and what you thought about
Oh
it.
gosh, we had a snake. Or we didn't, but
Tell them all the stories about that snake.
okay, snake stories. Ready?
Tell him his name.
So what was his name?
You don't remember?
No.
He was named after that guy.
What guy?
Jim Morrison.
Oh, Morrison. Or Morris.
Morrison.
Morrison was the snake's name. And
After Jim Morrison.
yeah.
Say that to them.
After Jim Morrison. And what happened with him?
Well, we weren't able to handle him, so he stayed with Dominic.
Yeah. But the piranha.
Oh, the piranha is still living. They're all still living.
Oh, anyway. Well, the piranha got out one day.
Good. Yeah.
And that was not fun.
You just randomly say we had a piranha.
I don't know. OMG, a piranha. Yes, a piranha. And one day he flopped out of his tank because the lid wasn't on. So, yeah, we had to put him back. So, yeah. But the snake, I don't know. Snakes are cool as long as they're like in a cage and they can't get me. So, yeah. I used to have a goldfish from my brother's piranha tank. I used to save the goldfish. Oh, what happened? That doesn't sound good. What's everyone's favorite song? That's a good question. I have a snake. She's my baby. Aw, that's cute. I heard they use piranha jaws to cut hair with, I don't know if that's true though. Oh. I didn't know you could have a piranha as a pet. I guess you can. I didn't know that either.
You have to go to where they're legal to purchase them, which we had to go to Oregon to get it.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I really don't know what will happen. It's like, did you take it, Jack? Jack. You're gonna read about strawberries?
Oh, sure. Okay, so, oops. Strawberries. Strawberries.
Show them what book you're reading, Anna.
I'm reading Wicca in the Kitchen by Scott Cunningham. So, strawberries. It's a fruit, and the planet is Venus. The element is water, and energies are love. The strawberry is native to both the Americas and Europe. Romans planted it in their gardens, and the fruit was sacred to
Found it.
Freya in old Europe.
Freya? Is that what you said?
I think so. And
Did you say the fruits are sacred?
yeah, to Freya
Freya.
in old Europe.
We just read a story about Freya last night. You should watch it back later.
The magical uses. This delicious fruit is useful in love diets. Some examples: strawberry ice cream, chocolate dipped strawberries, sliced strawberries, and whole raspberries mixed with a few fresh shredded mint leaves. I hope to plant strawberries. Yum. I love strawberries. Oops. I almost lost the page. Oh no. I lost the page. Ice cream? I love ice cream. I lost the page.
You did.
Yeah, seeds on strawberries.
Make sure to tell them about the difference between the red book and the green book.
I don't know the difference.
The green book is, the red book is when you eat it. The magic of when you, so hold it up and tell them that. Say it.
The red book. Oh, the red book's when you eat it. And the green book
Is when you use it in workings.
when you use it in the workings.
Or oils.
Or
Or
oils.
anything you're not going to eat.
Or anything you're not going to eat.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. Bye.
Ugh, I lost something and I had to find it. My apologies. Thanks for holding down the fort, Lily.
Yep.
Thanks for getting to know my daughter, you guys. She's a really cool kiddo, and I know she's going to make some friends from this channel, and she already has. But, for instance, last night, I didn't know this until she mentioned it, but one of my viewers is a 14-year-old girl. What was her name? If you're here right now, say hello. But she was like, I'm 14, and Lily reminds me a lot of my little brother. It wasn't you, Pat, was it? Can't remember. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, you guys. She is a cool, cool kid. That's right. Okay, so, yeah, remember the red book is when you ingest it. Oh, Espen, you just caught me. Where's this crap with notification these days? I don't know, and I sent you out a... Oh, I didn't send out a Skype. It's my bad. I go so live often these days, you guys. I've been bad about sending Skypes. I'll make sure to send a Skype as often as I can before I go on. So basically right now we're just doing a tour around the house, and I'm showing you how much like a weird-ass museum it is, I guess. But we just parked there, and Lily was talking because I lost my smoking device, and, well, that just can't happen because we all have our downfalls. That's mine. Okay, so this little deer here will be turning into a transgen deer, just like this one. But again, this one's got the airbrush makeup on it already. This one has a little bit of makeup that the taxidermist had put on there, and I'll probably just be doing my own eyeliner around it just to accentuate it. Okay, but this is a smaller mount in comparison to like the one that's above my bed, or in comparison to this one where it turns its head in the mount, which is really cool. So all the mounts have different, you know, head positions, or, you know, straight up like this, or to the side, or longer necks, or whatever. And we showed the taxidermy up there already. We talked all about Edward and Delilah. And that was the maypole from last year. And a lovely aloe vera plant we've got here. Now up here, I've got a man holding, it's like an action figure toy, and he's holding chicken's feet at the moment in both hands. And the chicken's feet are pointed toward the door. And he's holding them toward the door to ward off evil from that door, okay? Now, what I would like to do is cut it right about here with a... Well, no. What I want to do is decapitate him, just pull the head out and make this into a lamp, okay? And make this, because the boots themselves look very much like German World War II fighting pants. And so how they have these big points on them right here. So I'd like to make it into some conspiracy lamp. And that's why I have that. Love, love, love old Catholic tapestries. One of my favorite things. My family has got a collection of them. My older brother got all the best ones. So I'm just collecting them for myself then, you know. But I adore them. Here's Steve's. This is Lily's chinchilla. He's asleep. Hi, Steve's. Hi, Steve's. Yeah, right? And then below Steve's is Beats. 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 Can you see him in there? Beats. They're nocturnal, so that's his ear. Wake up, buddy. Oh, he's awake. Say hi. Say hi. Come on, bud. Whoop. Come on out. You want to say hi? Hi. You want to say hi? Have a pet? Is it too early for all that? Is it too early? Okay, let's see if Steve's wants to say hi and have a pet. You know, chinchillas are easy for witches, especially witches with goats, because a lot of the things we have either in our herb cabinets or to feed our goats, the chinchillas use as well. Hi, Steve's. Hi, buddy. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. Steve's is named Steve's after a British show called People Just Do Nothing. And his full name is actually DJ Steves. And that is my favorite character on that show because he's so sweet. People Just Do Nothing is on Netflix both in the UK and the US. But in the UK they don't have all 6 seasons. In the US they have all 6 seasons. And it's kind of like a mockumentary show. It's really interesting. No, no, no. You stay there. Don't jump out. No, no. Lily. Steven wants to jump out. Steve's, no, 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 bud. Stay in. Ugh. I got him. I had to keep him in with the camera. Aren't they fun? We thought that we were going to be able to let them play together in this giant cage, but the minute that we tried to join the door that lets them join, what was happening again?
Oh, Steve's bit the bottom of Beats' foot. Because Beats used to be up here, and Steve's was standing and he bit the bottom of his foot.
He bit his foot. He was like, listen.
Alone, and no one was here.
And Lily was so scared. She was like,
I called PetSmart. I was like...
She's home alone and she called PetSmart.
No,
She's like,
I
what
called
do I do?
you. I was like, Mom, what do I do? You're like, call PetSmart. So I was on the phone. I was shaking. I was like, hello.
You called Animal 911. Hey, Thomas. Yes, hello from the UK. That's what's happening. That's what happens when you wake me up. You saw that? It was on BBC 3 before you went online. I love People Just Do Nothing. It's the best. Double Trouble. Hi. Alright, so we have chinchillas, and that's... in this piece of furniture, it opens up. It's really cool. I actually want to show it to you guys. I didn't know its worth before I found it either, and there's no need to really share its worth, but, I mean, if you're wondering, I could tell you. It's one of those traveling wardrobes, okay? Hello? Hello, hello? You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello, 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 hello. Ward evil away from this cottage. None may enter this door. If you enter this door, you'll get the finger from a witch and from me. That's the message he's trying to spread. I love doing art with mannequin babies. This is like a mannequin baby torso for dressing. I got it when a store went out of business, and it just hangs on the wall like that. But normally I have like some interesting things on it. I don't right now though, because we had company that probably wouldn't have liked it. And it was a business transaction, so. Back behind there we have that. It's actually above Mount Rainier, and Mount Rainier's right here in Seattle. It says I want to believe, but instead we should just get rid of the want. You know, we do believe, that's for sure. We do. And inside of the gentleman, or not the gentleman's dresser, the traveling wardrobe, it's pretty damn cool. This comes up, and it goes like that with a cushion. And then it also has these big giant things that look like anchors that I really want to get a giant W and turn them into giant wankers things. It's a cool trunk, totally. X-Files. Alyssa! Hey, hon! It's been a while. How are you? Really nice to see you here. Tangerine, yes. Thomas, you could put all your magical books and glass crystals in there. Yeah, Thomas, you could also put a mink jacket in there. Okay, so it comes with like original 6 original hooks. And also these come out so that you can like see, it functions like an extended wardrobe kind of thing, right? When it's open, and it opens all the way flat. Like that. So you can actually have it against your wall as a flat piece of furniture. Isn't that cool? So, once you've got it open and like this, and it lays flat against the wall if you wish it to, you know, this can be up or down depending on how you want everything to be, right? And all of these drawers I have hold different things for my, this is all my chicken foot painting stuff. So in here I have all of my paints and all of my nail polishes and nail clippers, and quail egg trays that I saved from my quail eggs for little paint dividers. So I've got that all in one. And the next one is just a cavalcade of chicken's feet that are done up and ready for the Etsy shop. Some have listings, some don't. You know, these evil eye ones, they're up there with listings. These Pennywise are up there with listings. Some of the different ones, but basically I work on custom orders. You guys know that. Oh, but here's that pale one I was talking about yesterday. I have 5 of those made up. You can buy them singly or in twos. And they're for this. Let me show you. They're either just for looks, or if you really want to channel the pale man like we were talking about last night. See how I put the clay eyeball on there and then I painted it? There's a lot of detail. And I did some detail on his fingers too to make it look like the black was blended down. I paid a lot of attention to that. So these are, I cut them into chicken paws, so there's no actual leg. And remember when the pale man took the eyeballs, put them in his hands? This is both in the movie, the Spanish cinema, Pan's Labyrinth, and in the Tool video 46 and 2. He takes the eyeballs, he puts the eyeballs in his hands because she took a bite of food, and then he puts his hands up to his face so he can see. And here's my Pan's Labyrinth hands. Does it look weird? I can't really see. So yes, and then I made them in long ones as well. Like this, with actual legs on them. So loads of chicken's feet in there, just kind of ready. I've got some that are in the shape of flip-offs, kind of ready and ready for whatever, Freddy. But yeah, that's what's in one drawer. In another drawer. Ooh, this is a fun drawer. I've got a bunch of jewelry that I'm going to be like breaking up and using for other stuff. And you know, this one's got some big rose quartz beads on it and then abalone beads. But as a whole, and it's made of copper. But as a whole, I think the necklace is quite not good looking on me, but I want those rose quartz beads for sure, and I want those shell beads, you know. I've got some old costume jewelry I'm going to be putting on some of my transgender, just loads of different stuff that I don't use anymore that I'm going to be adding to my art. Oh, a TARDIS, you know, add that to my witchcraft. I've got witches balls and light bulbs. They're not real light bulbs, they're just for decoration, but they're like witches balls. I've got newspaper for painting, paintbrushes. What else is in here? Last drawer is empty. Let's put those in there. So yes, this is my trunk type thing. Traveling wardrobe. It has wheels, you know. You can roll it around. It has a handle, you can carry it like an actual trunk. However, that would be really heavy. So yes, big old metal trunk. And let me show you how the things go in there. Because the hook is made of wood, you know, so the wood just kind of, I like the wood element to it a lot. Not a bunch of wire hangers. And then here's some metal on these ones. One like this. Two like this. Top opens because you wouldn't be able to get these in with the top shut. It just wouldn't work. You could try and break your arm doing it, but it wouldn't work. And then they lock shut in the middle. And that's it. Yeah? But I like that it goes all the way flat and the lay against the wall, you know? And it's just a really cool conversation piece, if nothing else. Sadly, the other day, Alex broke this off, but I still love him. We have welders in the family. We'll figure it out. So, just hang on to the pieces. Alright, so that is my trunk. Hello. Alright, so let's take a look at what else we've got going on in this house. Linnea, hi! Looks like something people would take on ocean liners. Right, because from where I could date it, you know, it's like still really looking like this was most popular to be used in the 20s and 30s, something like this. I've never really looked for markings on it, I guess because I didn't really have any interest in selling it. I've always just wanted to keep it myself. So let's go to one of my favorite pieces of taxidermy. This is a piece of taxidermy that I got for Alex year before last for Christmas. Alex celebrates Yule with me, but he doesn't celebrate Yule like with his family or anything. But I got it for Christmas for Alex. And it is an actual owl. Now, really important, you guys, with owls, when you go to purchase them, you better have paperwork, okay? Because if you don't have paperwork for an owl, somebody may end up knocking at your door, and you can actually serve like time in jail or prison. So this is a taxidermy owl, real owl, from Germany. And it was shot by a German hunter in 1945, a German soldier hunter. So I just want to say that. And it's attached to a piece of wood from the Black Forest. And the worst time to buy a taxidermy owl is in the month or two before Halloween. After Halloween and after December and maybe right around January when nobody has much money because like people are waiting for their tax return, that is the best time to go looking for taxidermy owls online. But it must come with paperwork. And I have to say, I tried to buy one from, it was either Saudi Arabia or one of those places in the Middle East. I tried to buy one from there, paid for it, paid $375 for it, the shipping, paid that, and it was confiscated within travel, and I was not refunded my money back. So here's my best advice to you. Don't buy from that country because you don't know what will happen to your piece of taxidermy. And when you get taxidermy confiscated over a border, you're not always compensated your money back. And when you're going to spend almost $400 on something, you better just make sure it has paperwork, okay? So there's that. Now the deer behind the owl, way back there, is going to be for a transgen deer right now. It just has on some costume earrings, some clip-ons, and that's about it for right now. I've got loads of things to put on it, but I tend to just do one or two at a time. I think a big Marie Antoinette wig is going to go on this one, or a big Elizabethan neck ruff. I haven't decided which one. This is a piece of art. It's this is a man, yeah, inside of a bird cage, and this is a piece of addiction art. It's just in like a vintage bird cage with a ladder and a mirror, and the mirror's really big and gross. And yeah, this is a piece of art to resemble addiction. Okay. Or to symbol addiction. Here's another one with a really funny Dolly Parton wig. I don't think that's the wig that will stay, but just wanted to give Daisy May someone to play with. Daisy May is back up for sale on the Etsy site. So glad that that person did not end up purchasing her, because we found out some things and it would not have been a good home. So Daisy May, so happy you're still here with me. But yes, she is looking for a loving home at the moment. This is a little piece of taxidermy that I love a lot. The ear is so broken apart, and it's like one of those pieces that could be so unloved because of that. And I love it more because of that. Perhaps I'll take the wig and cover up that part of the ear with some hair or something. I'm not quite sure. I do feel like we shouldn't hide our deformities. We should embrace them. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this yet. But this is an interesting mount because I've never seen one cut right there at the neck where it literally looks decapitated, rather, where these ones normally have a big full neck. You see what I'm saying? So this is actually a pretty rare cut. And it was saved from a neighbor's garage. She was going to be getting rid of it. Instead, she donated it to me. And it's from 1939. And it was made on, on Christmas Day. December 25th, 1945 is the date that's on the back of that. So, be doing something real fun with this. And just a beautiful piece that I want to save and have somebody fall in love with, you know? Okay, so suitcases and stuff, I usually keep those around. It's my alien abduction lamp. There's a cow inside of there. And the light turns on. I don't know if he's plugged in. No. Beautiful Tiffany lamp that Alex's mother gave us. It's not Tiffany, but it's to look like Tiffany. And there's some goddesses. These are women on there. It's cool. What else should I show ya? Showed you that. Showed you that. This is just... I like these ones because all the pieces come off. The hands come off. You could use that. And you could dismember this mannequin. The arms come off. You could dismember that. You could just use the torso. So these pieces that, come off the platform have all these different sections. Those are the ones I'm apt to buy first, because you can do so much with all the different pieces. Like I could make a palmistry hand with this one, or I could make this a dysfunctional mannequin, I could take the arm off and do that thing I was telling you about before. But it's nice when the arms move and whatnot. What else have I got around here? Oh, these I'm really proud of. So basically this, and I'm sure you guys have seen it in videos, on top of a record player that's a record player you do like this. So cool. For when the power goes out especially. Record player. Bust that has very detailed hands like this one a lot. I actually got it from the Nike shop. That's probably why her chest is so unappealing. But I hang the shell. The skull doesn't actually touch, see? It just floats in the air because I hang it from fishing line with hooks up there. This is a big rack, and it's amazing because it has these natural, beautiful deformities on the... And I believe that this is like a 7 or a 9 point. I don't know how to count, but my husband and my husband's dad do. So anyway, this is magnificent, and if somebody would want one of those in their home, I could make one for them out of this, or I could, those are always something that I can make up. And I have an extra skull and everything like that. But that skull was given to me by my father-in-law, so it's definitely for us, for our house. But yeah, I have another skull that's quite similar. It even has those deformities on it. And skull with antlers. And I've got, the fishing line and everything. It's pretty easy to assemble. But that's probably one of the things I'm most proud of is those floating heads, where it mixes taxidermy and mannequins. See from the side... you can't really tell from the front that it's floating until you start to walk around it and you're like, whoa, that's not attached, right? I don't know. I like things that are shocking. You guys know that. So, from the front, it looks like it's hanging on there, but from the side, you're like, whoa. What else do I have taxidermy-wise? I've got this pair of blue legs that I keep out here because the spirit is very, very, very... I keep trying to cleanse it, but when I opened it, I physically threw up. I don't know if there was something attached to it or not, but it was the strongest energy I've ever felt while opening a box was that one. So, I mean, Alex's utopia of plants out here that you guys see on his channel. There's an iron cutout my mom made of Maggie before she buried her, and then she kept Maggie's leash. And it's a great likeness. My mom is very talented. If you guys ever need anything cut out of metal, you just ask us and we'll do it for you. She uses, you know, iron. Oh, here's a picture of a squirrel, or not a picture of a squirrel, a taxidermy squirrel. That's the one I show Mama Squirrel on my video sometimes when she pops on. Squirrel. And then back there's this really cool, it's actually a Grateful Dead poster, but it's Edgar Allan Poe. Two things I absolutely adore. And in here we've got the sugar glider, but the sugar glider is sleeping. Mish! I see you! Let's see if we can see her. Mishi! She's in that little green bag. Her head pops out a little bit. Mish! Mish! She's cute. She's like, let me go back to bed. So I think that's pretty much it that I've got to show you about here. Yeah, let me tidy up some stuff and we can sit down and read out of one of those hoodoo books if you guys want to. Alex, I need to get my mom on your channel. Okay, Shauna, it's Juckshy Farms. UKSHYFARMS. Juckshy Farms. Let me take a little bite of this yogurt. I'm still eating that yogurt that we made the day before yesterday. It's so good. All those passion fruit seeds just kind of go to the bottom. I had 2 big jugs of it. It's so good. Woo. Great. So good, you guys. What do you mean, Lanoya? Chicken, rabbit, crow. Your son would love that Poe and Dead pic. That's cool. Yeah, it was San Francisco in the Avalon Ballroom. What year? October 20th and 21st at 9 p.m. What year? 1966. Malibu Studios. San Francisco, the Psychedelic Bookshop, Light City, Valley 2, Cedar Alley Coffee House. Wow, that's cool. Yep. 1966, San Francisco. That was the time, man. It was all happening. Hate Ashbury. It was all happening. Yeah. No social medias at all for me. Nope. Just Skype and this and Etsy and Patreon. That's it. But I'm really willing to talk to you guys, so if you're smart enough to make a Facebook page, you're smart enough to make a Skype. I know you can do it. Shauna, my mom is a master gardener at OSU. She loves her goats too, and her garden is amazing. Then she would love Alex's channel, especially with the goats. But my husband, Alex, he is self-taught, so just to let you guys know that. You know, I may call him a master gardener, but I know that that actually holds meaning and means something, so. Self-trained master gardener, I suppose. Lunaya. This is one of those moments when I should be doing chores, but I can't leave. Aw. Heather, you can go, hun. It's okay. I'm gonna put on just a spot of makeup and then we're gonna get ready to tell stories. And I think we'll do some hoodoo stuff because I feel like lately on my channel I've been having too much fun and not helping people learn enough. But that's okay because having fun keeps us in our youth, and that's like a really big part of when we grow older, keeping our hearts in this understanding place, this place of love and acceptance and imagination, right? We really need to get good at creating our lands of make-believe, right, Lily?
What?
It's important that we get good at creating our lands of make-believe, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Please don't say I lost it again. Please don't say that. I'm gonna drive myself fucking crazy. Okay guys, come back and join me soon for some story time. I gotta get a couple of things together. I've lost something once again and I'm not gonna put you through that. So come back and join me. If you're not getting the notification bells, just